I'm sure you look at your life little differently.
Right.
These questions, I say, you don't answer them, but ask yourself the questions. Once you do that, you see what happens to you. The first question I was saying is, what do I really like doing? Do I like being a doctor? Do I want to become a painter? Do I want to become an actor? When you go for a particular profession, think of first what you really like doing.
Right. But doctor, don't you think there is not everybody gets the liberty, you know, to choose a profession which they are, you know, they like. Sometimes you are also the victim of circumstances. So what advice do you have for these people?
You are a victim of circumstances, but you don't have to be.
Okay.
Your parents have pushed you, your peers have pushed you, your neighbors have pushed you, your advisors have pushed you into a branch which you don't like. Okay? Instead, if you go into a branch that you like, and if it becomes your hobby and your profession becomes one. And if your profession can become a hobby, I'm sure there is anything that will put you down. If my hobby is my photography and my profession is photography, well, I will become the best photographer in the world. I won't need somebody's job. I will create jobs for others. Because then I have that strength, I have that force, I have that liking, I have all the positive power to go into it. I enjoy it with that positive power. I get myself drowned into that photography. So obviously I create something different. I don't have to follow somebody and take a job for my living. No, you will become a creator if you start liking what you do.
Okay.
And if we can do that, and if we can derive our children to that level, I'm sure they'll be the happiest people into this world.
Otherwise, pursuing a hobby is also one of the things that you
all of us have some hobby. What we do our work. After work, we go and pursue our hobby. Do you know how much time you give for your hobby? You don't even get paid for it. You just spend time. You spend your money, and you get drowned into it because you get pleasure out of it. If that same pleasure we had to get out of the profession that I am doing and I am paid for it, I'll be the paid the best paid employee into that profession if I like it. That's why I say first is, what do I really like doing? Once we have asked that, okay, you list a 1 or 2. This is what I like doing. Okay. Then second question I'm putting it, what am I really good at?
Okay.
I like 5 things. Out of these 5 things, I like painting, but am I good at painting? Then there is no point.
So like suppose I like to sing, but I'm not a singer.
Okay. So this, once you decide what you like, you have to try and ask yourself, am I really good at it?
Okay.
And this questionnaire is applicable to anything that you do around.
Right.
Am I really good at it? What really are my most important values? We all have some of our values. I believe into this, you believe into this, and I would never be happy if I have to change my value. Nobody is happy changing their value. If I say this is my value, he'll try and protect his value at any cost. Okay, and if you push him into that line where he is able to protect his values, okay, what really are my most important values? List them down. These are my values. Okay, am I really honest with them?
Yeah, this is I find this very interesting because honesty is something.
See, I'm asking it only to myself.
Yes.
These are my values. I've written down. These are 3 values I have. I don't like telling lies. I don't like going late, and I don't like giving bad words. These are my values. Or I don't like cheating somebody. Okay, I wrote them down. I have to ask ourselves, am I really honest with them? And if I am honest with my values, I will never ever be stressed in my life.
Right.
Because there is no negativism. I have particular values, but I am working in a way which is against my values, that is one of the biggest stress that we create for
and
ourselves.
this is what is going to make us content with what we do.
And then all the rest of the things will follow along. Very, very simple. What in the world am I really trying to do? I am doing something, my value is something else, I am not honest with them, but I am trying to do something. I need money, I need to bread and butter, so I go and do a robbery, or I do something else which I don't like. Okay, what will it end up into doing? Okay, what in the world am I really trying to do? Just trying to be stressful all the time, or something else? Am I enjoying my life? Am I finding a meaning for my life? Am I keeping my people happy? Am I keeping my neighbors happy, or I'm constantly fighting with my neighbors? It's just to ask yourself, what is it that I don't like in my world? You're working, there's particular thing that I don't like. If I can identify, I don't like doing this particular thing, I can either change that I won't do that, or I can ask somebody, okay, this is your job, I don't like doing this, please do this. Okay. So what is it that I don't like doing into my work? And if you know what you don't like, well, don't like, okay, that something that does not give you the pleasure of life, okay, can I find a way to change it? So if you've spotted out, I don't like doing this, and then you ask yourself, can I change it? And if you can find a process to change it, that solves your problem. The stress is over, you're enjoying your work. Am I really doing my best? We are all good at something else. Okay, am I really doing my best into it? Okay. And am I satisfied by it?
Right. This is what being, will
if
make one content.
Start this question and just ask it yourself. It does not even need an answer.
So when you seek the questions to yourself, then you have nobody else to blame for.
Absolutely.
So this is a very important, path that we need to explore.
This is an important path.
Because what happens mainly with everybody, or most of us, especially women, that we enjoy being the victim of circumstances. It is kind of, seeking sympathy or empathy. But then we forget to ask this question to ourselves. And how beautifully you have penned down every detail and asked this question. So if we start from today, I don't think we will have any reason to whine,
Absolutely. Whatever you are doing, good or bad.
Right.
You don't have to be a victim. You don't have to be all the time doing things.
We may not be the victims, but we like to play victim. So this is kind of...
we create excuses.
Right, alibis.
These are all those... If you sit into this, go through this question, excuses don't come here. What comes here is the truth of looking at your own life transparently.
All right.
Say, for me, I am happy if I am happy. I am a soul, pure soul myself. Let me address to that pure soul.
Right.
My body is just a car God has given me for that soul inside. Okay.
Right.
If I look at that, if I ask questions to that soul, many times I am forced to do something, I am doing something, and I don't like doing something. And this is the biggest stress that we have. If we can get over this sort of feeling and look at ourselves as, yes, I am a pure soul. I am an individual. I am a man who's God's creation, and I'm my own man. Each one of us is somebody. Each one of us is important. Each one of us.
Right. And very interesting thing that you have mentioned is to ask yourself whether you are honest, because this is very interesting, because we portray ourselves as something else to someone.
Absolutely,
we may be dishonest to others, but for the self or our own self we cannot be.
You know it generates stress. Am I honest to what I am doing? I am doing something. I am made to do something by whatever other circumstances. If my soul says this is something which is not honest, I don't like it, nothing in the world is going to make me happy. Then I must have that courage to try and change it by doing my best and getting satisfied by it. So finally, every race, there's one winner and there would be one who is at the last. And the race is to be enjoyed by all of them. Whether you win it, whether you come first or second or third or the last, you have to enjoy the race that is there. We have to enjoy the life that we are living.
Right. Finally, that is very important, because if we want to be alert, active and alive, we have to remember that our happiness is the most important one. And I think if we ask this kind of questions, I think we can get there, you know. We may not be ultimate, it may not be ultimate happiness, but we will get there.
You don't need anything, just yourself to tell you what you should be doing, what you are doing. And what is it that you want to go for? And then of course, yes, we will go through some of the routine things, how we will take care of many of the problems that come along. But if we keep this as an approach towards us, I think
हे जे प्रश्न डॉक्टर नाईक हांणी आमकां दिल्ले आसात ते आमी स्वताक विचारूंक जाय, आनी हे जर ह्या तरेन जर आमी वाट चल्ली जाल्यार मोस्टली आमी अशें म्हणू शकनात की आमकां स्ट्रेस जावचोच ना आनी स्ट्रेस आमच्या लायफांतल्यान वचना. स्ट्रेस विल बी ऑलवेज देर, बट एटलीस्ट वी कॅन मेक आवर सेल्फ स्ट्रॉंग इनफ टू रेजिस्ट दॅट, एंड at least we can have some power to combat it.
Absolutely. And enjoy that.
Right. Because जगान कितलीशीच कारणां आसा जाच्या खातीर आमकां स्ट्रेस जावं शकता, जाच्या there are so many causes, or we can pick up any cause and get stress. There are examination stress, स्वताची examination तर सोडूच भुरग्यांची examination ताचो stress. It is like everything and each and everything can turn out to be a cause of stress. But how to still live a happy life is, what we can discuss and choose our path.
What everyone should do, we can only show them the way.
Right. And this is exactly why we are here. आमी ह्याच कारणा खातीर हांगा येतात, डिस्कस करतात. आनी डॉक्टरांनी जर बरयलो, जर तुमी पुस्तक ते जर वाचत, जर तातूंत तांणी इतले इलॅबोरेटली सुंदर सगळी सुत्रां दिल्ली आसात. एंड आय नो इट इज डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज वी हॅव गॉट आवर ओन प्रॉब्लेम्स, आवर ओन लायफ्स, आनी आमी एकदम संत तशें नात, पण वी कॅन ट्राय टू एटलीस्ट फॉर आवर ओन हॅपिनेस. विशय असे खूप आसतले, आमी अशीच तुमच्या बरोबर येतली डिस्कस करपाक, पण आतां आमचो वेळ जात आयिल्ल्या कारणान हांव तुमची रजा घेता, डॉक्टर तुमची रजा घेता. तर परत मेळुया फुडल्या शुक्रारा रातचे 10 वरांचेर. कीप वॉचिंग प्रुडंट मिडिया अँड बी विथ अस ऑन अलर्ट, एक्टिव्ह अँड अलाइव्ह ॲट 100. टिल देन, गुड बाय, नमस्कार.